This tale is not merely a historical account, but a part of a living tradition passed down from generation to generation. These are the memories that survive more in oral storytelling than in written records, echoing in the conversations of elders, in local gatherings, and through Balochi folk traditions. This story sheds light on the background of Shah Nawaz Khan, Notkani Lalwani Baloch, and his ancestors. At the foothills of the Suleiman Mountains lies a settlement known as Notkani. At first glance, it may appear to be an ordinary village, but its foundation is deeply rooted in history. This settlement is associated with Sardar Notak Khan, an influential Baloch leader of his time. He remained closely allied with Mir Chakar Khan Rind and served as a commander in his army. Alongside his military role, he also played a significant part as a trusted advisor. Notak Khan was not only a warrior, but also a man of wisdom and vision. His foresight and strategic thinking earned him a distinguished place among his contemporaries. The prolonged conflict between the Rind and Lashar tribes, which lasted for nearly 30 years, left a deep impact on the region. When this long-standing war finally came to an end, the circumstances demanded a new direction. At that crucial moment, Notak Khan advised Mir Chakar Khan Rind to leave the mountainous regions of the Suleiman Range and move towards the plains of the Indus River, where better opportunities for life existed. Following this advice, a large migration began, in which many Baloch tribes took part and moved towards new lands. However, during this time, Notak Khan's health deteriorated, and he was unable to continue the journey. When Mir Chakar Khan Rind set out towards Punjab with his caravan, Notak Khan remained settled at the foothills of the Suleiman Mountains. Over time, this very place transformed from his residence into a permanent settlement, which came to be known as Notkani, named after him. This settlement still stands today as a symbol of that historical continuity and the memory of a significant figure. With the passage of time, the leadership of the Notkani Baloch tribe was passed on to the next generation. After Sardar Notak Khan, his son Fateh Khan took up the responsibility, and after him, Lal Khan Baloch assumed the mantle of leadership. Lal Khan Baloch was a man of strength and balance. His identity was not limited to bravery alone. He was known for his sense of justice, wisdom in dealing with matters, and a deep appreciation for knowledge. He also had a special inclination towards Balochi poetry. During his time, the Sangar Baloch state grew more stable. Administratively, the tribe became more organized, and the Notkani Baloch began to be counted among the important and influential tribes of the region. In this period, the Notkani Baloch were also engaged in conflicts with various tribes and resisted the Sikhs as well. Later, when British power advanced towards the region, they chose the path of resistance against them too, and avoided submitting to their authority. The British authorities attempted to weaken the tribe through various means, but as long as internal unity remained intact, they could not succeed. However, with time, differences began to emerge within the tribe. These disagreements gradually intensified, and eventually tensions between two key figures, Lal Khan Baloch and Asad Khan Baloch, came to the surface. This conflict was no longer merely political. It took on a personal dimension, making the situation even more complex. In the end, the dispute turned into an armed confrontation. This internal struggle weakened the unity of the tribe, which had once stood as a strong wall against external forces. According to traditions, during this conflict, Lal Khan Baloch had several opportunities to take decisive action against Asad Khan, but he refrained from doing so. One reason is said to be his respect for tribal values and family ties. However, at one point, Asad Khan Baloch launched an attack, and Lal Khan Baloch was killed in that assault. This incident proved to be a significant turning point in the history of the Notkani Baloch tribe, the effects of which were felt by generations that followed. After this period of internal conflict and historical transformation, a new figure emerged in the Lalwani lineage, Shah Nawaz Khan, the son of Sardar Nur Muhammad Khan Lalwani. Sardar Nur Muhammad Khan was regarded as an influential and dignified leader in his region. His stature can be understood from the fact that a local settlement came to be named after him as Nur Ahmad Wali. Nawaz Khan grew up in an environment where he inherited not only leadership, but also the lessons of the past. This legacy included the importance of unity, the consequences of internal division, and an awareness of preserving independence. During the British era, a common strategy was to incorporate influential local figures into their system through official positions. In this context, Nawaz Khan was also offered an important rank in the army, that of Subedar Major. The purpose of this offer was to make him a part of the British system. However, Nawaz Khan's attitude did not align with their expectations. He did not fully accept British military norms, especially those actions that conflicted with his beliefs and values. During this time, another issue also emerged, the matter of the cartridges, about which it became widely known that they were greased with the fat of animals such as pigs. This news, as in many parts of the subcontinent, caused a strong reaction here as well. Nawaz Khan did not see it merely as a military issue, but as something that stood against his religious beliefs and national values. As a result, he refused to continue his service under the British. This decision placed him on a different path, one from which there was little chance of return, and by then he had already abandoned any intention of going back. During the uprising of 1857, Nawaz Khan, along with his tribal companions, joined the resistance against British rule. At this stage, he was no longer a government officer, but a local leader standing firmly with his people. This resistance was against a powerful empire, equipped with modern resources and an organized military force. Despite this, the struggle at the local level held its own significance. In the end, Nawaz Khan lost his life in this struggle. His death is remembered as a significant moment in that resistance. At this point, it becomes important for the Notkani Baloch tribe to understand why their system of Tumandari, tribal leadership structure, was brought to an end. This was not an ordinary decision, but a carefully calculated move. After 1857, the British clearly realized that the real challenge in this region came from those who possessed leadership, who were deeply rooted in their identity, and who did not bow easily before authority. These were the very people who had resisted during the War of Independence, and who paid the price for it. Nawaz Khan was one of them. His decisions and his resistance forced the British to reconsider their strategy. It was after this that the policy of martial races was introduced. Under this policy, those groups were promoted who were considered politically less assertive and from whom complete obedience could be expected. In contrast, those tribes and families who possessed leadership, independence, and a spirit of resistance were gradually pushed out of the system. The Notkani Baloch were among them. They had created challenges for the British in the region of Sangar, resisted their authority, and did not submit easily. For this very reason, the British did not wish to keep them as an organized power. Thus, their Tumandari system was abolished, so that they could not remain united under a single banner. This decision may have been temporary in intent, but its effects proved to be long-lasting. The story of Nawaz Khan teaches us that strength does not lie in weapons alone, but in principles. And the nations that stand firm on their principles do not fade from history. They live on as enduring memories. In much the same way, the life and character of Nawaz Khan Baloch have been preserved more in public memory than in official records. His name continued to echo through local stories, oral traditions, and folk songs. It is also observed that in later generations the name Nawaz began to be adopted, reflecting, in a way, the lasting influence of his memory and character. For example, in the family of the well-known political figure Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, this name was also adopted, where his grandfather named his son, Zulfikar Bhutto's father, Nawaz. In this way, the personality of Shah Nawaz Khan emerged as a symbol deeply connected with local history, resistance, and identity.